Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience. This is going to be our week 3 Thursday night football video. We have two teams that aren't particularly spectacular. One I feel is better than the other, and they're not projected to score that many fantasy points, which should tell you. I'm sorry, not fantasy points. They're not projected to score that many real life points, so that should give you a direction of how you want to go in your showdown builds. First off, I'm definitely not interested in Trubisky in my captain spot. Furthermore, in any spot. So right off top, I don't think Trubisky is worth his salary. The video of, if you watch video of his last 2 games, if you look at the stats, he's not worth the 12.9K that, he's worth right now. I like Chubb. I like Chubb in the captain, even though he's pricey. He's going to get a lot of touches. Najee Harris, I'm still on the fence with. He hasn't been awesome himself. Deontay Johnson is probably my favorite Steeler. And obviously, yes, I know you need Trubisky to get him the ball. We'll get back to Deontay. Brissett, off the top of my head, I'm not really going to be looking into playing him. If I played one lineup, it's probably going to have neither quarterback. I don't know how popular that is, but for me, I don't feel I need it. If I had to choose one, gun to my head, I'll take Brissett. I like the weapons on his team a little bit better. And he also uses Kareem Hunt, as a passing target, which I like. So Kareem Hunt will do double duty. So you could actually play Chubb and Hunt together, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be playing one or the other in the captain spot and have them both in the same lineup. And something like that, if I run a 4-1, or a 3-2 stack favoring Cleveland, maybe the 4-1 stack might have Brissett in it. And what I'll try to do is I'll do a Kareem Hunt, Chubb, Brissett if I can, and then one of his pass catchers, and then run it back with somebody from Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. This is what I want to say. If for some reason you think Pittsburgh is going to win this game, or you think the score is going to be higher than Vegas says it's going to be, and you're looking for some, little bit of shootout action, you can absolutely play Trubisky. And that's where Deontay Johnson comes in. You play Trubisky, you play Deontay Johnson. You want to play Freiermuth, you can. That's the tight end. If you want to play Claypool, you can. And, run it back with a few pieces from the Browns, depending on how your lineup looks. And listen, that's a build. It'll be a low-owned build. You'll be definitely go in the right direction if the game doesn't play out how Vegas thinks it's going to play out. But I don't really see Pittsburgh beating Cleveland. I don't see it. I just see Cleveland with too many weapons. They could ground and pound. I'm looking for them to ground and pound and play tough defense. I'm looking at 2 interceptions, 4 sacks, a few fumbles. That's what I see. That's what I see in Pittsburgh. If you watch the Pittsburgh game, even the last week, they're fumbling all on their own. Special teams is fumbling. Nobody's touching them, and they're fumbling. So I like Cleveland's defense. So like I said, I like ground and pound with some defense. And when you hit ground and pound, to me, you know, that includes kickers. I'm going Hunt. I'm going Chubb. I'm going York, because I think, you know, it's going to be a low scoring game. I like York to get some field goals in there. I like the Browns defense. If you play Brissett, Peoples-Jones is in play. But if you're playing Brissett, I rather have in Hunt and Cooper as my pass catchers. If your lineup allows it. If you can't afford Cooper or Hunt, then you could play you could go ahead and play Peoples-Jones, and you could play, where is he? You can play his tight end, Bryant. Let's see. Drew Cole, 5 targets last week. Bryant, 4 targets. So you know what? You can play either one. They're doing about the same. They're getting about the same target, so you can play either one. One is a little bit cheaper. I'll probably play the cheaper guy. So, all that is if you want to play the Browns. You just think Showdown is about, you know, game script. If you think it's running gun, running backs, defense, kickers, and if you must, throw in Brissett and try to get a pass catcher in there. And I do consider Kareem Hunt one of his pass catchers, since he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's second in targets. No, he's 4th in targets, but he is getting targets. And he's 4th in yards on that team, at reception yards. So Hunt is gonna see targets when he's out there. So he's gonna see touches on the ground. He's gonna see targets in the air. That's why I'm so high on Kareem Hunt. So you got Brissett, you got Hunt, you have Cooper, you have the 2 tight ends, and you have Peoples-Jones as his pass catchers. That's my player pool for pass catchers. If you want to go with that game script, a passing game script. If we're going ground and pound, you got Hunt, Chubb, you got the defense, you got both kickers, and Brissett if you must. Jacoby runs a little bit. Jacoby is 3rd in yards. Nothing. He's only running 26 yards a game. Nothing spectacular, but you know he does give you opportunity to run if he has to. But he's not somebody I'm gonna put in my running build, my ground and pound build, just because he might run or not. As of right now, I'm probably fading him in that build. I'm going running backs, kickers, defense. Now, on the other side, if you feel like Pittsburgh is going to make some noise, Najee Harris is in play. You want to pair him with Trubisky. Have at it. I don't like Trubisky. If you're looking for the Steelers to be trailing and they need to, pass that ball through the air, then you do like a Deontay Johnson, Trubisky, Claypool, or Fairmouth kind of build. I don't know with the Steelers. There's not that many weapons that they have where we just sit here and list them off. Like I said, if I'm running a Steeler build, I'm going Johnson, Trubisky, Claypool. Everybody's gonna want Najee Harris. Like I said, I'm not really impressed with him. Let's see his targets. 6 targets in week 2. 15 touches, 49 yards. His longest run was 8 yards, so he's not looking spectacular. But if you want to throw him in this build, you can. Najee Harris. So you got Deontay, Trubisky, Najee Harris. You could put Fairmuff in here. Claypool. I don't think the game is going this way. I'm just trying to cover your bases if you do want to play Steelers. And then you just run it back with somebody from Cleveland. Hunt, perfect. So that's your Steelers build. If you wanted to play Steelers, that might be the only build, to be honest with you. Like I said, they don't have that much firepower, so it's not that many choices on Pittsburgh, you know. So you got his top wide receiver, you got the quarterback, you got his top running back, you got his second receiver, you got wide receiver 2, you got his kicker, then you run it back with Mr. Do-It-All Kareem Hunt. So if you think Pittsburgh is gonna win outright, this is a perfect build for that. Let's clear this out. Let's go to FanDuel. Listen, it's going to be the same difference, just different salaries. Chubb is $16K. Trubisky is overpriced, $14.5. Kareem Hunt, like I said, I like Chubb. I like Hunt. If you're playing Jacoby Brissett, I like Cooper. If you're playing Jacoby Brissett, I would always pair him with Cooper. Cooper has most targets on the team. He has 6 targets game 1, 10 targets game 2. So those two are getting comfortable with each other. I want to be on the right side of that. So if we're going ground and pound, like I said, Chubb, Hunt, kicker. So that's York. Play defense. Then you run it back with whichever weapon you can afford on the Steelers. One of their few weapons. Like this is a showdown with two low scoring teams. It should be a defensive game, because that's what Vegas says. And you got to play to that script. And if you're playing many lineups, then you throw in a Pittsburgh lineup or something like that. That's all this is. You know, NFL, we really do overthink things. That's what gets us in trouble. So let's make sure that we're understanding each other. Ground and pound build. Chubb, Hunt, York, defense, and whoever on Pittsburgh that you can afford. If you're running a the passing game script, high scoring game script, then you want to put in Cooper. Cooper probably be low on the MVP. You do Cooper, you do Brissett, you want to do Hunt. If you're doing a passing script, you want to do York or the defense. $500 difference. Cooper, Brissett, Hunt. Do we do kicker? Do we do another pass catcher? Let's go with York. And that still leaves us $12K to pick up Fairmouth, Claypool, or the kicker. What we're gonna do? Oh wait, I'm sorry. You could fit Deontay Johnson in here. Perfect. So you go Cooper, Brissett, Hunt, York, Deontay Johnson. But that's if you think this is gonna be a high, if you think the Browns are gonna score many touchdowns through the air, this is what you're gonna go with. I don't feel like that. If I'm making a few lineups, then I'll definitely play something like that. But I think it's gonna be a grinded out, ground and pound with Chubb and Hunt leading the way, with Brissett having his occasional good plays. Kickers kicking, you know, Trubisky doing Trubisky things. Ugly game. I don't think the Steelers score more than 10 points. And that's that. I'm sticking to my script, and I'm standing on that hill, and that's how I play Showdown. You can't if you try to be all over the place, if you try to put in, you know, some good players from the Browns and then some good players from Steelers, it never works like that. It never works out like that. You know, pick a game script, play players to reflect that, and see what happens. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. And if you want my exact lineup for tomorrow's Showdown, DM me on Twitter and we'll get you a day pass or a week pass. Other than that, I'm going to head out. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.